everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new to the channel or haven't already, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that thumbs up as you're watching. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, it is called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. It's a really fun, positive group of resellers to be a part of. There's a link in the description box for you to join us over there. Today is Monday, December 5th. And because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to jump right on in with all of the plush that sold, each and every single one. And even the $10 ones and the, poop ones. I like to show you all the plush that sold every week. And then we'll head on over to the clothes and other items that sold. Those I kind of cherry picked to show you some bread and butter and some bolos. I don't show you every single thing that sold every week, but our store is public and you can go through and see what else we're selling. I just try to show you things that do well for us, things that I think that you should be looking for, whether you're a volume-based business or you like to pick and choose the higher volume. Nope, the higher priced items. All right, let's just jump right on in here with the plush. Our sales were pretty good last week. They keep increasing every week as we're getting more and more listings up and getting back into our routines after the huge lull that we had in October and our store being on hold for the move. Activity does help sales. No matter what else is going on in the world, the more activity you have, the more listings you have, the more you're going to sell, period. So let's start with cartwheels. That is this monkey's name. It is a Thai classic. I do avoid Beanie Babies for the most part, unless they come in a haul, like a wholesale or something, or a bag of plush. I will pick up the Thai Beanie Boos, the classic. There's some attic treasures. Some of those do pretty well. This one sold for $16.24. I believe our cost was like $1 and a lot. And it shipped first class. Next up, we have an Angry Birds bomb. 50 cents was my cost. Sold for $10.79 on a best offer, and it shipped first class. With the Angry Birds, I try to avoid the red ones. Those seem to be really oversaturated. The bombs used to comp a lot higher. I had some bigger ones that sold for a lot more. So with the birds, you kind of want to look for the less saturated characters, and you want to look for the larger ones. Bigger plush always do better anyway. This is an authentic Breyer Animal Creations horse. This came in a lot, so it was new to me. If I ever saw this in the wild, I would definitely source it. I did take a best offer of $14, but if I could find this for 50 cents or $1, I would definitely get it. If it had sold at full price, it would have been $18. $14's good too. That's what the tag looks like. Next up, we have this holiday teddy bear and this dandy Christmas snowflake. These two sold together to the same buyer. I have a bunch of these Christmas teddy bears and the snowflake teddy bears from Dandy and Walmart. They all came to me in one lot that I purchased, and they do pretty well. Most of them have years on them, so they are kind of like a slow sell-through rate. I wouldn't say they're a hard sell because there's always folks out there looking for a specific year. They had something significant happen to them in that year, and they want to commiserate it with a plush. I've had folks actually message me after they've bought some of these bears. I've sold them on other platforms as well. They'll message and say, do you have any more from 99 or 2001? So clearly folks are looking for specific years, but you have to wait for those specific people. So it's a slower sell-through rate. But I kind of feel like maybe all plush is like that because you're waiting for that one buyer who's looking for that specific animal or that year or that type of plush and is willing to spend that much money on basically what boils down to a toy. So the holiday bear sold for $10.49. The snowflake sold for $17.49. This one did have shipping on it as it was over £1. So they paid for the shipping on this guy, and we just put the two together and shipped them priority. Next up, we have a Domo plush. He came in a lot. He was about 50 cents or $1. He sold for 10. I would probably stay clear of Domos. I remember a couple years ago, I used to find these and get them for like 50 cents. And they would sell for like, 15 to 18. But anymore, they'll just not. And so I was happy to get rid of him for $10. I would not look for these. Now, if it came in a lot, you guys know I list everything that comes to us in lots. But I wouldn't pick him out if you're out sourcing. Another snowflake teddy. This one is a girl, 2015. I took a best offer of 10 on her. Her price on her tag says $10.98. So that probably hurt her value a little bit, but that's okay. She was big. She's 19 inches, but she still only weighed right around 13 ounces. And we had to use a bigger bag for her. So that put her at 14. Not the biggest profit, but again, I got all these snowflake teddies in one huge lot. I sat down one afternoon during a movie and photographed them all. They were easy to list. And, then you got the ones like this guy that sells for this. I've had some sell for $20 on Poshmark. So all the bears are just profit at this point. So I was happy to see her find her new forever home as well. And that is the blush. We're going to get into a couple pairs of jeans here I want to talk about real quick. The Wanna Better Butts and the wax jean, But I Love You. So these two are what you want to look for when you are willing to do volume or bread and butter. The royalty jeans also have a But I Love You. So the wax jean and the royalty have the But I Love Yous. YMI makes the Wanna Better Butt. They're shaping and slimming, which is good to look for in jeans. They almost always come in junior sizes, so they're smaller. They will ship first class. I sell them for between 18 to 25. It really just depends on the style, the size, if I accept the best offer. I don't go below 18 on either the Wanna Better Butts or the But I Love Yous, and I can get up to 25. The YMIs went for 18. The wax jeans went for 20. I don't pay more than 99 cents for these. And again, they always ship first class. True Religion, I did pay full price for. They were about $5.29, I want to say, is what they start at here. And our Goodwill's in Pittsburgh. Much nicer than the $9.99 to $18.99 I used to see in Florida for True Religion. These also sold pretty quickly. So these sold for $39.99. They're the big T's, the Joeys. True Religion is still a good brand to look for. It doesn't sell for as much as it used to, but it still does pretty well. $39.99 is good. We sold a tie. Haven't sold ties in a long time. We still have a lot of ties in our store. I just feel like ever since COVID and the shutdown in 2020, a lot of folks are working from home and they just don't have the need to dress up anymore. Our tie sales really slowed down. But we still sell a few here and there. I think we actually sold 3 in total last week. We sold one for like $8 on eBay that I don't have up to show you. And we sold one on Poshmark. But this is a Brooks Brothers Makers. We used to get these, in lots for 50 cents to $1. We'd purchase them from other resellers who wanted to get rid of them. We would also go to yard sales that would have like ties out and just tell them we want them all, and work out a deal to where they came out to like $0.25 a piece. So if they had like, say 20 ties out, we'd give them $4 or $5 for the whole lot just to get rid of them. They always ship first class. They're easy to list, easy to photograph, easy to store. They ship cheap. I just don't feel like the market for them is as good as it used to be. Hey, we sold an ugly Christmas sweater. We sold one on Poshmark the same day. So we shipped out 2 in the same day. These are selling. So if you've got your ugly Christmas sweaters, get them up. Use the good keywords. You want to put ugly Christmas sweater in your title. This title could use some work. It hadn't been reworked since it first went up, but it is a good idea to go back through your older listings now and again, especially when you're coming up on a holiday. Pull up all your holiday stuff and rework your titles. The formula for the titles has pretty much stayed the same since 2018 when eBay announced it at eBay Open, or 2017, sorry. But recently there has been some changes. You can find the new recommended formula on their academy, but it's still basically the same, like brand, what it is, size, gender, and then your keywords. But now they're saying they want you to spell the word size out, and they want you to spell your size out. So it used to be you would put L and LG, and that would get you the most hits on searches for folks looking for the size large. But now it's recommended to spell SIZE out and then LARGE. So if I had reworked this, I would have put ugly Christmas sweater, women's size large, Santa suit, hooded, holiday long sleeve. So I would have rearranged the keywords a little bit. You always want to go most important to least important. And if it doesn't have a brand, or it's like a Walmart brand or a cheap brand no one's looking for, don't worry about that in the title. Ugly Christmas sweater is more important than the brand in some instances. Next up, we have, I'm sorry, that did ship first class. I always like to tell you guys that. Next up, we have a Pizza Hut button front shirt. This is a woman's size 2X, like uniform shirt, like a manager shirt. I did get this back in Florida. I believe I paid $2.50 for it. I like to pick up these uniform shirts. I love Pizza Hut, Starbucks, McDonald's. They all do pretty well. This sold for a best offer of $18, and it did ship first class. Did I tell you that I accepted a best offer on the sweater? I feel like I didn't. I accepted $14.99, and I believe this was $1. Okay, next up, we have some corduroy pants. I love corduroy pants. I hadn't been sourcing or thrifting them for a very long time just because of the cost of goods in Florida. The best sale you could hope to hit there was a half off, and most stuff started at $9.99, $12.99. Now that we're back in the land of 99-cent days, I will be grabbing more corduroy pants. They have a pretty good sell-through rate, and they're good bread and butter, especially Levi's. These are Levi's 526. These sold for $26.24. They did ship in priority flat rate envelope. Next up, we have J-Gels. These are new with tags. So J-Gel is a brand I normally avoid. I would not source this off the rack, even on 99-cent day, unless it was new with tags, plus size, or something very unique about it. This came in a thread up box, and it was new with tags. So you know what? Up it went. These are the J-Gel Kick Flare ankle jeans, sold for $26.24. And these did ship in a priority envelope. 7 for All Mankind. I love 7 for All Mankind. Of course, the bolo in here is the dojos, but these do really well for bread and butter. These sold for $26.24. Our cost was like $2. I find them for 99 cents out here all the time as well. And last but not least, Levi's 514 men's jeans sold for a best offer of $21.50. And of course, these also shipped in a priority flat rate envelope. I do like the 514s. They're mid-grade bread and butter, but they sell quickly. So those are the highlights of our sales from last week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about reselling or eBay or anything like that, you can leave it in the comments down below. I do answer all comments. Guys, go be productive. Go make some money. We're in the last month of 2022 and the last month of Q4. So go get out there, do the work, be productive, and thanks for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.